having similar interests. We're trying to make our way to the king ourselves and deliver a letter to him. And I kind of open up some of the rations and stuff, and I kind of hand them off to
He's
the
like,
guy.
oh yeah.
Right.
Hand some to Sven, and I say, quite the manners on that one. And I hand it to him.
So I need the you're still working on the horses?
I mean, they're taken care of. I've just been talking to them this whole time.
Okay. So
Whether they understand me or not, I don't have that spell yet.
Both just like, all right, we need to at least get a fire going. Watch fire.
Oh, I can do that.
Maybe we can make a lean-to, get some of this wind off of us. Probably the best thing. We might just have to leave the cart to itself. A few of us could stay in the cart, but we need to make something for us to get out of this cold.
Should we make the lean-to against the cart so it's all kind of together?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Alright, we can do that. You three, what's your name? And you kind of see, like, name's Aiden, and then Stewart, and then name's Bayer. And, like,
It's not
alright,
real intelligent.
you three, find some firewood for us. You three, try and find, some long planks we can use for a lean-to.
Who's Kavod saying this, right?
Yes, cool. You're still in the cart.
Yeah, correct. Oh.
Investigation checks all around.
I'm real bad at those.
Including me?
Mm-hmm.
I am
Investigation.
middling in that. 14. That's
16.
a first. Investigation. Oh no, it's a 13 now.
It's an 8.
Okay.
Negative
So-
1.
Yeah, -1.
What was the totals here?
8.
13.
16.
16? Okay. So you find like
We
4 or
found
5
shit.
good pieces of logs that'd be good for a lean-to. You find like 2 kind of little moldering, not the best, but they'll do in a pinch. And you find like 3 or 4 pretty decent ones. So collectively, you guys kind of like spend about 15 minutes, keeping an eye on the fire, the like torches that are on the camp, trying not to stray too far. You find these and you lean them up against the cart, and both kind of like directs you guys as this is going on. Kind of see these other 3 kind of like burly guys kind of walk up. One of them's got like 4 or 5 pieces of wood. One's got like about the same. The other one found like 20.
The other one's just dragging a whole tree behind him. Like, what's up?
That one was
Like the
Bayer.
old bear. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking
What?
Stewart.
Do I recall what that note said completely, like word for word?
Which one?
The note that I had handed to me by the Devon guy.
Yeah, sure. Basically, the gist of it is that these, with this writ, this captain can take what he needs from civilians and
Does
complete
it
his task.
does it say him by name?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Does it describe him in any way?
No.
Okay.
Insight check.
Murderer on the Orient Express, D&D edition.
I don't really.
I'm gonna take 2 cards and slot them in my sleeve.
Okay. So roll a medicine check for me.
Is that 20? Is everything 20 unless specified?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty
Okay.
much.
If it's a check, you roll 20.
Okay.
Roll that shit, boy.
18
Ooh.
plus.
Roll it
Medicine's
good.
high
23.
too, man. Yeah.
Which
Hot
thing
damn.
were you doing? Perception?
Yeah, he's got like a
Yeah.
+5 to medicine.
Yeah.
It's like his highest
medicine
trait.
with the dot.
No,
You
no,
also have
I implemented. No, I implemented all that for him.
Yeah, it's already.
So whatever is the
Oh,
number next to the
that
thing,
is.
that's
Oh,
with
okay.
Oh,
proficiencies and
okay. Come on.
everything.
Sorry.
So
Yeah, I tried to make his.
Yeah,
life
I left
easier.
mine.
You take a few
Yeah,
minutes
I
and
did what you did.
you deftly kind of go through and you start like checking his pulse and you
that
kind of
was
like
high number.
repack some bandages and
Huh?
redo
I
everything,
thought that was
and
really high.
you just kind of see him kind of like, oh, thank you, Sven.
After he seems relaxed like that, I'm gonna walk back up and ask him if I can see that note one more time. Now that we're in a little more calm environment, you mind if I see that note one more time?
Sure, all right. Here you go. Yes, sir.
Taking them unfolded in my hands, and I'm going to. Before I do this, I'm gonna take just a scrap piece of paper that I kind of have in my thing and put it with one of the cards in my sleeve. And I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna read it over. What exactly does it say again?
You picked up.
It's basically this group of men can take whatever they need to from civilians to aid them in their job. Signed to the King of Escalon.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the piece of paper out of my sleeve and put it in front of it, and I'm going to attempt to cast 2 illusions at once. I'm
Slide
gonna
of hand check.
Slide one to the ship.
Perception check.
Not you.
Hey,
16.
that's what's up.
Ooh,
19.
You win.
they both rolled 13s.
I cast, after reading the note and seeing what it says, I took the blank piece of paper and put it in front of it. I'm going to slide the card out of my right hand and cast an illusion on it to make it look identical to the note behind it. Do I need to roll for that? Or is okay.
Deception.
11.
What was the fail that we wrote for that?
No, the last time we did, I said I would add my modifier to it, and you could decide whether I succeed or fail and how it does. And I'm doing
To the-
this on my blank piece of paper to try to make it look like that one.
To a non-discerning eye, it's an exact copy.
Okay.
When you start getting the fine details, there's some differences there.
I'm going to slide the other card out of my hand, place it on the back of the real copy, and I'm going to cast an illusion to make it go invisible.
Sleight of hand check again, sorry.
Wait, what? Sleight of hand check?
Perception check.
17, but 20.
15.
15. You see, like, this guy kind of takes this piece of paper, and he looks at it for a second, and kind of like shuffles something around, and you see like this tiny, faint, purplish kind of glow for just a brief second. And you kind of just, for a second, and then continue. What were you doing?
I'm going to cast an illusion to make the other one go invisible. 11.
11. It's very opaque, not completely invisible.
Sure. I'm immediately going to fold it up, like on the back of the paper, as I start to fold this one up as well, and I'm going to slide it into my sleeve, the real copy.
Okay. Sleight of hand, perception.
21.
Shit.
That would be a 8.
You see him slide a piece of paper up his sleeve.
Oh man, what a great
Now
introduction.
is where you develop your character.
Okay.
Now
Are
is
you
where it
loyal
gets
to your
interesting.
captain, or are you sick of his shit?
So what are you doing with that piece of paper there?
Oh,
Fold it
yeah.
back up in
Royal.
the direction, and I say, handing it back to you if you'd like it.
What about the one in your sleeve? Why are there 2 now when there was just 1 a second ago?
What's this? What?
What's in your sleeve?
I reach down to my deck of cards,
Mm-hmm.
and I pull out my deck of cards, and I say, and I pop it open, and I slide it out, and I hold it in my hands, and I say, this is the other piece of paper you saw,
It's on.
a card. I'm a magician of sorts. Would you like to see a trick?
Sure.
And I'm going to move my hand over the cards and immediately going to spin them all up in a circle, like levitating them in my hand with purple
Performance
arcane
check.
energy.
Yes. Yes.
11.
I mean, you look and you see he says these words and he runs his hands over this deck of cards, and you see this spiraling purple arcane energy as these cards spiral up into the air.
I'm going to take the top card of it, and I'm going to make it kind of tilt down into like a circle spiral, essentially, where all the cards are like flat and they make like a surface all the way to the bottom and make kind of a tower thing. And I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to snap as the top card begins to like sparkle, and it's going to show like a little kid in a sled sliding down the cards in a circle.
Performance check, sir.
Hopefully it works.
23.
You see the craziest shit you've ever seen. You see this little tiny like dude start sliding down these deck of cards, and you're like, whoa.
So I take a card, and I take the bottom card, and I pull it I take it in my hand and pull it out of my sleeve, and I say, a good magician always keeps a card in his sleeve. And I turn it, and I wisp all the cards back in the deck and put it back in my pocket. And I hand him back the note.
Alright, make a...
What trick is this?
What is this one?
It would probably be a deception.
Perform
Deception with
deception.
advantage.
Yeah.
With advantage, because that was...
Yeah.
I also like the image of a critical fail on that, where the kid trips and falls or something. and
Sled
falls.
breaks and just.
Alright, roll an
Like
insight
falling
check
down
for
an
me.
infinite set of stairs.
With disadvantage.
Like Homer Simpson style.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So
Ooh.
You take the lower
I got
And
number.
lower.
That's
Yeah.
too bad.
And
Get away with it.
And I hand it back to him.
As far as you can tell, he's
Yeah.
telling the truth.
okay.
Okay.
I usually entertain for coins, like seeing as your men have helped us out gratefully. Make our food an equal payment for the year.
So you kind of like camera
Call this
pan
a
right,
fight.
and you see the captain, and he's just like,
Captain Devin is shook.
And I kind of shuffle my gear back around and say, "You're lucky to have found us this evening, sir.
all right,
We're
Do
doing
yeah,
anything in our
His friend
power to
with a
help
wooden arm.
make your trip easy."
Do it.
appreciate the
That we
shit.
didn't meet his friend with a wooden arm.
May I have one of those furs over there?
Sure. We do have. Do we have any extra? Or
If each of you had enough for each of you, and then you had two
The
extra
two
skins
ones.
from the polar bears.
I'll hand him one of the polar bears. But
I was gonna say, do you want fresh or unfresh?
I mean, we cleaned it well enough, right? I mean,
sure, we
Yeah,
rubbed it.
we
in.
did. We
Lava
tan
and
it.
lava.
We tanned it.
Viscera and no
We
extra
had it over the
charge.
campfire, didn't we? At the end of the session when we were making.
No,
the
that
meats
you
and
were
stuff?
cooking the meat.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't.
You
tan
just
those
literally
ones.
scanned the, like tore those off the bear and threw them in the cart.
All I'm gonna say.
Yes.
More
I can
kind of
hear.
meal.
I can hear it. It's like a
That's all we
squelch.
have. It's fresh.
Oh, I'll do in a pinch.
How important are your
You
clothes?
kind of look at him, and he's like a little bit disgusted, but he's pretty much just welcome for any kind of help at this point.
I put the
Blood's
nice
still warm.
fluffy fur side on
Oh, you
him.
did, like,
Oh, that's so
thank
cool.
you, thank you. Kind of like flicks the flea off of it and just like.
Head's still
Alright.
on there, right there.
Sven, why don't you go see if
No,
you have
I
a need
shouted
at
that
hand?
next to
Oh,
Yeah.
No.